What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Dance Floor. My name is Gina Driven, and today I have a very, very special guest with me. I have known this woman for a very long time. I keep saying very, but we're not that old. So let's lead with that, okay? So today we're going to be talking about the road to the big game, making a pro team, a professional sports team, and all of that today. This is going to be a two-parter, guys. So I've got two very special guests, her being one of them, and I'm not going to tell you who the other person is, so you're going to have to wait and tune back in to check. But anyway, introducing her, she is the choreographer of the Allen Americans Ice Angels and also the choreographer and director of the NBA Dallas Mavericks D-Town crew, hip-hop instructor at Center for Dance, and she's also a former Dallas Maverick dancer and choreographer, Dallas Desperados. If you know, then you a real one when I say that, and choreographer as well, and then one of the master choreographers for the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders. If I've said all of this and by now you still don't know who I'm talking about, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, give it up for Miss Stephanie.
Thank you.
What's up, y'all? I am so excited. I finally get her in front of a camera, in front of a microphone. This is huge. If you don't know Stephanie Dibiase, guys, you need to know her. You need to know her. Stephanie is one of those people who I believe she rears dancers. Like, she takes them under her wing. She actually puts in the time, the work to train them, to mama her. People who are on teams with her, they don't call her mama for no reason, because she's just mama to a lot of people, and she just loves on them. She not only teaches them dance, I don't know how else to say it. She's just she just loves on them, and it's so great. And how she manages two teams right now is still beyond me. I thought I was busy, and then there's Stephanie busy. So
I love you. You're so sweet.
Yes. Anyway, Miss Stephanie, tell the people about yourself.
Yes, thank you, first of all, for having me. So she basically said kind of who I am and what I'm about. I've been in the industry for, again, we're not old, 22 years-ish. I've been blessed to be able to do what I love. I teach at the center, like she says. I have 3 kids. I'm a single mom, and I do it all, and I would not change a thing. This is my passion. This is my purpose. And I knew it once I took, and we'll talk about that in a minute, a dance class from a legend in the Dallas area.
Say it again,
The legend, Gino Johnson.
Gino Johnson,
yes.
Another person that you need to know.
Yes, amen. So anyway, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to, share my journey and my insight and my do's and don'ts of this crazy dance world we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get started in dance? You just mentioned Gino.
Yes.
So y'all get ready for a little history lesson. I know some of this, so I'll let her tell it.
Let me fix my eyelash real quick. Okay.
This is real.
Yeah, got to fix the lash. So I got a late start in dance. Went through high school and did cheerleading, competitive, always looked forward to the dance part moving forward. I went to 2 years of community college, was bored off my booty, and took a class with Gino Johnson. And I was like, oh gosh, I get chills thinking about it right now. This is what I want to do. So I joined a company with him called Planet Funk.
Hey.
And right, who doesn't remember Planet Funk? And then he encouraged me to start teaching. I started teaching, and from there it just kind of flourished. And I talked to my parents, and I said, you know what? Hey, I want to teach dance for a living. Like, this is not just a hobby. Like, I felt it from every fiber. And telling your parent that you want to teach dance for a living doesn't really settle with them. They're like, corporate, college.
Yes.
Okay, so I said, you know what? Just give me 1 month. One month. And if it doesn't work out, at least I tried.
Yeah.
And here we are, several years later, doing what I love. So don't ever give up. We need to get up, but don't ever give up. And know that you don't have to have 1,000 years of dance experience to pursue being a choreographer and being a dance instructor, being a director.
Yes.
Just got to believe. You got to trust.
So you currently manage 2 teams.
I do.
And how are you able to do that and be a mama of 3? I get to see a little bit of her life at the studio because we're both at the center. So
yes.
Tell the good people.
I will tell the good people. And it sounds cliche, but it's balance. When when you do what you love, you can't complain. Does it get overwhelming sometimes? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have to talk to myself, which I know we both do.
Girl,
right?
listen.
Okay.
That self-talk is important.
Yes. I am as far as like a planner, I have to write stuff down. I can't put it in my phone. I also have incredible leaders on my team that keep me in check with, teaching my 10 classes a week, running 2 teams, doing games, being a mom. And I mean, honestly, by the grace of God, I just make it work. And I don't allow myself to get overwhelmed or get too tired because I'm just on a rush.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I'm blessed. I just am. So I make it work, and I have a great, incredible support system.
She just said something we've talked about before on a few podcasts before today. She has a great team. Mm-hmm. Get your tribe right.
Yes.
Get your pack right. Mm-hmm. The people that surround you, my pastor says this, your alignment is going to come before your assignment. And I've seen that function in her life really, really well. We're going to go a little bit into the purpose of this podcast, which is, I'm calling it The Road to the Big Game, Part 1. And one thing, obviously, Stephanie runs 2 teams, and I've been very, very fortunate and blessed to judge for her on both of those teams. And so a lot of you guys, when you audition for teams, right, so how do you prepare for the audition? I've seen a lot of people coming in. I remember one time we were sitting on the judging table, and we asked one of the
people auditioning.
Thank you.
Okay.
Praise the Lord.
I got you.
And they didn't know anything about the organization. And I believe it was a question about one of like the really famous players. And I'm going, you should know that, but you didn't. So,
yeah.
Ms. Stephanie, tell the people how to prepare for.
So, yes, thank you. So, and again, it's real simple. You have to train. You have to do your research. You don't have to know every factual thing about the organization, but you need to know some key components of it. You have to know some key components of it. Do your research on the team. Are they hardcore hip hop based? Are they cheer pom based? Are they a little bit of both?
Are they jazz?
Are they jazzy? Are they a team that turns all the time? You have to do your research. Sorry, I'm like the worst at this. You have to do your research so that you can come in, presenting or giving that vibe that the team has been in the past. You have to train. Training never stops. You have a very small window that you don't train. Also, don't train under just one instructor. Like, you get comfort. You get in that comfort zone. Like, I'm guilty, and I'm going to piggyback off of that. When I ever get to take class, I have to take from the right. I can't. I don't know if it's here. It's hard for me to learn.
I have a few people like that. What's up, Jacqueline?
From the
I'm gonna
left.
need you to switch spots, girl.
So when you go, train as much as you can. Get as much knowledge as you can. When I'm teaching classes, I always tell, whether they're little or adults, professional teams, whatever, your brain is like a sponge. Absorb as much as you can. Take notes. Is your foot doing what they're doing? Because when you go into an audition, yes, it's great to have the choreography done, but as a director, choreographer, they're going to be looking for specifics.
Yeah.
Are they looking for specifics? So do your training. Ask questions. If there is a Q&A at the end, anybody have any questions? Ask questions. Know that there's never a dumb question. Make sure that you are, we might highlight on this later, in the dance world, especially in the pro world, you have to be physically fit.
Yeah.
You just have to be. And, I've had girls in the past on my teams that have gotten very comfortable throughout the season, and you have that little window of, not training, and then they go, oh, you know what? Oh, tryouts are in like 3 weeks. I need to get on my game. I need to get my life together. And you know what? They didn't get their life together in time.
Yeah.
I got it. I like my nails. They didn't get their life together in time. And so guess what? I love you, but you didn't put the work in and come back like a veteran, and you didn't make it.
Yeah.
And that's why I have my judging panel as well, because I may not always see everything.
Yeah.
So it's so great to get other judges' insight. So train, do your research, ask questions. If they're a team that wears red lipstick, you wear red lipstick. Me for
I'm
one,
wearing mine today.
you can ask any of my dancers. I am like no go on red. You look
Yes.
amazing,
Oh, thanks,
but I don't like red lipstick. If your skin requires a little bit of color, get a little bit of color on it. Cover your
Yeah.
tattoos. Like go over every team has notes of the do's and don'ts as far as your appearance, and don't come with a tattoo showing. Don't come with a nose ring. Don't come with a belly ring.
Listen, times have changed, y'all.
I know. It was allowed. When I tried out for Mavericks, girl, I had a belly ring on. Sure did. I did. Nobody said a thing.
Something. Dancers, I love y'all, but I need you to know something. When you're auditioning for a pro team, it's not just dance. It's a job. And you have to treat it as such. Just think about this. If you were going for a job interview with, say, for the admin section of, say, the Mavs organization, you would dress a certain way.
Absolutely.
You would hopefully research, one, the position you're applying for, and two, the organization you're applying for. If you're not doing that, you're doing yourself a huge disservice.
I'll help you out with that.
You have to. Praise the Lord. You have to. A lot of you guys are walking into these auditions just blind, and it's like, oh, this looks like fun. They look like I maybe went to a Mavs game and the dancers look so much fun, I want to audition. Okay, that's cute.
That's really cute.
Once the training starts, and let's say, praise the Lord, you make the team, you may not make it the whole season because you didn't prepare accordingly. You've got to prepare your mind, your body, everything, because it's a process, and please know what you are auditioning for. The organization, think about it this way, the organization may support something that you don't as a person.
Yeah.
And then you get there and you're like, oh shit, my bad, I didn't know this. But you should know that.
Yeah, and just like she said, you guys, it's a job. Like, it is required with every professional dance team that I know that you have to either be a student, have a regular job, and then dancing is another job. You can't just come on and dance.
It's part-time.
It's treated like it's treated like a job. And just like you were saying with the resume, your social media is your resume. It's the same thing as if you were going
to that
and
in
yes, same thing if you're coming in with a resume. If you're going, one of the questions I have my judges ask is, if we pulled up your social media, is there anything you would need to explain? I mean, you are a brand, you're a representation of yourself, your teammates, and the organization. And I don't think it's talked about enough. There's a huge difference between a dancer and a performer. Anybody,
oh, absolutely.
Anybody can dance, but can you perform? So if I've got, let's say we go in a group of 5, and I have 3 that are killing the choreography, but are just RBF up here. Resting. There you
go.
We're gonna rest, and we're gonna rest later.
There you go.
Resting bitch face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, are you all right?
Yeah.
You have to give something, and that's something that I know. Me personally, I teach in class of how to use your faces. Sometimes it can be a little awkward, but when you perform, this is a huge part of it. Especially now that we're having to mask up, you got to learn to work those eyes.
Yeah. Come on, Smiles.
You got to work your eyes.
Yes.
So, I look for not necessarily always the perfect dancer, but it has to even out. Like dancing, I can fix, but performing, that needs to come from your soul.
Listen.
And be happy and let that come out. I can, if somebody is getting two 8 counts of the combination I took, but is having the time of their life, I'm going to applaud them. So again, it's just, you have to give the same kind of life up here that you're giving down there.
Absolutely. If you're listening to this, if this is the first podcast of Beyond the Dance Floor, the first episode that you're ever listening to, I need you to hit pause right now, stop listening, and I need you to go back to episode 1. I define a dancer, choreographer, performer, all of that. Performers take they take a choreographer's work and they give it life. When you're watching a piece and what you feel, like if you're watching a dancer and she makes you want to get up and dance, that's a performer.
Yeah, sorry, keep going.
Good.
I'm gonna
go for it.
Go. Okay,
do it.
No, I love. I have something that I have used honestly for probably, we'll go with 10, maybe 12 years, and I call it the 3 Ps. And just like you were saying, if you ever watch somebody dance and you're watching them and your body just starts moving,
yes,
it's because you're so into what they're doing. Number one, they're passionate about what they're doing. Okay, as a director, we look for that power. I need a powerhouse out there, right? So once you have that passion, that power, it's automatically going to come.
Absolutely.
Right? And then once you have that passion and the power, you are now put in the category of a performer, right? Passion plus power equals performer. And it sounds so simple, but it's so powerful.
Yes.
It starts with the passion. Once you get that passion, that power, without you even trying, is there.
That's so
and
good.
then now you are in the category of performer. And that's what we want to look for.
Passion plus power
Equals performer.
I'm gonna need
Boom,
you to write
boom.
it down.
Yes.
Come on, it's the 3 P's.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you also
3
to trademark
Ps.
that. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
I mean, it's true though.
No, it is very
that's
true.
That's what you want, you know? You
Yeah.
want to, and you have to go into that mindset. I think as men and women, when you go on auditions, it's a I don't know of one person that doesn't get nervous. I even get I get nervous teaching
yes,
the combo. Like, please, Lord,
absolutely.
let everything come. But you really have to dig deep, and you have to trust yourself. You have to trust the process and know, especially but when you're putting in all of that training, that you have something to offer. You know, you can't go, oh man, I want to do this team so bad. It's that word, but. Take the butts out. If you get in that mindset, it's gonna take you back a little bit. You go in there going, you know what? I've been training, and I know I have something to offer.
Absolutely. But remember, she said, I've been training and I know I have something to offer. So please train, get ready, prepare yourself. Don't come in here. Just prepare. Another thing that I want to mention is when you come to prep class, put on some makeup.
Put a little something on.
This is your audition time. Consider the prep class the audition, and consider the actual audition just a formality to get you to the team. Okay, you can't. Prep classes are getting, because there's so many people teaching right now, prep classes are getting a little bit less and less and less and less. Okay, I just said that. So make sure that you are training. You are in those classes. You are in those prep classes. If Stephanie is offering 10 prep classes for Allen Ice Angels, get to all 10. It's an investment in you. It's an investment in where you want to be. So if you want to make the team, why only show up to the audition? You might be that diamond in the rough. Hey, God bless you. Ain't no judgment over here, honey. I know if I'm going to prep for a team, I got to start from the top. My last 2 auditions in Dallas, I told myself, I got myself probably in the best shape that I had, well, at the time, that I had ever been in. I made sure I had the right outfit. And I said, hey, you know what, Lord? I'm going to train hard. I'm going to give this everything I've got. And if I don't make the team, then I know that's not for me. But I managed my expectations. I went in with everything. I gave it everything I had. I trained, I prepped, I did it all. And I got there and I didn't make the team. I said, well, I know that's not my path. I'll just keep it moving. Now, some of you, I know you're like, hey, if I don't make it here, I'm going to try in another state. That's great. If that's what you want to do, we said it at the top. Don't stop. Keep going. Do it. I knew, for me, the conversation I had with the Lord, if I knew that was it, and I gave it up right then and there. Some of you have the same path. I've actually had this conversation with 1 or 2 of other dancers who are like, hey, I keep auditioning. I'm not making the team. I'm like, have you considered that maybe that's not for you? There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe that's just not the path, and choose something else. Don't get stuck sometimes too in just the one thing. You guys realize dance is vast. We talked about this in a couple of episodes before. There are so many other career paths with dance. If you did not know this, please know this today. It doesn't have to be dancing for a pro league team. It doesn't have to be a backup dancer. It does not have to be solely owning a studio. There's so many paths with dance. Find what you're passionate about. Find what your purpose is. Whatever you do with passion and you do it well, that's your purpose. And go for that. Okay?
Very well said.
Go for that. Stop being just because it looks good or just because my friend is doing it, I just want to go and I want to do it. You guys are you're going to make my friend's life hell, man. Stop doing that. Because y'all the people that are coming in here auditioning, making the team, and then not doing your job. Stop doing that. Okay? Praise the Lord. Okay.
Praise the Lord.
I'm not going to yell at you today. I love y'all. when you are prepping for a team, your outfit is such a huge part of the process. I remember
Yes.
back in the day when we would audition for teams, it was like you're showing up. You talked about Desperados. I remember people going in and buying the Desperados shirts and like
T-shirt,
cutting them
cutting
up
them,
and
tying
then
'em,
glittering. I was
halter.
like, you're gonna see me looking good in your uniform. Is what you're gonna do today.
Yeah.
But they don't do that these days. What's wrong with you?
No, we
So-
don't. Yeah. So the main or the go-to for audition uniforms is
Say
Dallas
it.
Wear.
Yes, I knew you had to say
Dallas
it.
Wear. Dallas Wear uniforms. Tara Saunders is the
Hi,
owner.
Tara.
Hi, Tara. Wonderful friend of both of ours.
Yes.
That's who to go to for your audition outfit to shine and look. You can custom make it. She also has sales around right before audition times. They've even come to the studio, Center for Dance, and set up shop, and you can come look on one of my classes. But that's the best, I would say, as far as audition wear. If it's not in your financial means to do that, pick a color that's good on you, and bling. Bling's always going to get you noticed.
And make sure you pick something that works for your body type.
I was going to say fits your body.
I know.
Fits your body.
Girls.
If you're not a small and you think that they want a small, don't wear small. Size doesn't matter. It's how you are
You gotta look
proportioned.
healthy and look
And
like yourself.
also, get away from the scales. Number does not matter. It is how you look and how you feel. And I that's one thing, and it's that I would love to give a magic something to go, girls, get off of the scale. It does not matter your number. If you are putting in the work, it's called prep for a reason, okay? If you are prepping from your, physique to your health, to your mental state, to training, dancing, that's why it's called prep.
Yes.
So stay away from the scale.
Real quick, I want to touch on fitness, because I know this is something that you are truly passionate about. So we actually experienced this in one of the auditions, and just from a judging perspective, I know she can tell when a dancer loses weight quickly versus when they lose it over time. This is why we're talking about preparing yourself, your body, top to bottom, everything, the whole package, right? So talk a little bit about the whole weight factor, because that's a huge thing.
It is, and it's an uncomfortable thing sometimes to talk about. I know it's uncomfortable for me as a director when, I have somebody came in and was banging and took all the steps and then got comfortable, and I have to go, you know what, I've got to put you out for a little bit. I need to get back and check. But it's real simple. Just do it the smart way. It's very obvious when you crash in the most horrible ways to get yourself to what, you think is obtainable for the season, and then it's impossible. I've seen it, and it just, that's one thing that I wish that people would talk more about. It's real easy. Just put the right things in your body. They say you are what you eat, and that's true, but I'm going to tell you,
popcorn, guys.
I'm going to tell you,
Empty
I'm
calories.
cheese fries. No, but just if you are, and this is what I tell anybody that I'm training or that I'm just speaking to, be disciplined throughout the week. It makes a huge deal. Like for me right now, I'm adding a lot more water, and that's making a difference for me. Be disciplined about what you do. And on the weekends, if you want to have that little whatever, you have it. And then when it comes back Monday, you go back to your discipline. It is so good for your mind. It is so good for your soul. And you will see the results that are obtainable that you can keep all year. If you go on these crash diets where you deprive yourself from this or that, it's going to be 10 times worse in the end.
Listen, if you lose it quick, you're going to gain it quick.
You're going to gain it twice back.
You know what I'm saying?
And
you're on the team, and then you're benched for the rest of the season. What's the point?
It's just, and it's not worth it. It's not good for your mental. You're losing sleep. It's just not good. And there's so many meal prep meals out there now, companies that you can get. Just take care of your body, because in the realm of being on a team, and really with any athlete, you're burning so much calories in your rehearsals and your this. You need to feed your body.
Yeah.
You need to feed your body. So don't be the girl that goes the route that, tries to do the quick fix, because it won't end well for you.
No.
And it won't. So just take care of your body and feed it with the right stuff, and you'll be good. You'll be gold.
As she's saying that, I'm reminded of something that I actually had to write in my planner this past week, because I'm on this new journey in life. And when I say be honest with yourself, I don't just preach that. I live that. And I literally had to sit down and do my recap of the week. And I had to write down, because this was my honesty bit, you are undisciplined in these areas of your life right now, and you have to fix it. Simple as that.
I love that.
You know,
you have to be honest with yourself.
Because if I keep going and going and going, oh no, that like I lack discipline in two areas right now. I won't put my whole business out there, but I'm working on it, and that's a good thing. I was like, okay, we're gonna fix it. But writing that down and allowing me to see that made me go, oh man, okay, well, I can't preach it if I don't, live it out. So that's very important.